YouTube, YT Nation, what it is, man. It's your boy Min is coming at you guys with my first official video back on the page, man. It feels good to really be back on. I wanted to immediately get started with today's video and kind of set the tone off for my channel, talking about a particular piece of last night's Friday. I said Friday. Wow, slap me now. Yesterday's Tuesday Night Live episode of SmackDown. Now, am I going to go over the whole show right now? No, I'll have a episode at the end of the week that I will post that I'm going to go over absolutely everything that happened this week in wrestling, everything. So, tune in for that. Make sure you guys are staying tuned, clicking into the channel, making sure you like, comment, and subscribe because YouTube is fuck. And we're trying to make sure that we get every video to you possible. So after watching last night's SmackDown and giving myself a little time to think about what might be going on, there's a couple of things that are popping up in my head. According to Talking Smack, there will be a 6-person battle royal, if I'm not mistaken, to determine a new number one contender for the WWE title, since Randy Orton is basically refusing to fight Bray. Now, most people are under the impression or indication, and there's a piece of me that wants to say this too, that Bray is just going along with the Wyatt family. He's just waiting to get them at the most vulnerable moment possible, and then he's going to strike, then he's going to attack, then he's going to hit those voices in his head. I'm sorry. I'm very sorry. But most people think that Randy Orton is going to kind of just keep going on with this illusion that he's under the Wyatt's aura effect, however you want to put it. Now, here is the pros and the cons of that situation to me. As far as the pros, I like, of course, the fact that Randy has come out and said 6 weeks before WrestleMania he's not going to fight Bray. So now we have 5 weeks of suspension and build up, and now what's going to happen? Because as of this moment, we have no idea who Bray is facing at WrestleMania. So I like that part. I like the part that I like the fact that Randy Orton is appearing to genuinely be overtaken, or genuinely appears to be not in his right mind in terms of Randall Keith Orton. I also like, of course, the fact that Bray is the WWE champion. I like the fact that this story revolves around Bray. And now I'm also liking the fact that there is a chance that we could see a different match at WrestleMania instead of Bray versus Randy, which I wasn't necessarily too against seeing, but at the same time, I feel like there's a lot of matches that we can get out of a Bray Wyatt and somebody else that could probably do a little bit more justice. Would I be interested in seeing, for example, Cena and Wyatt at WrestleMania again? Probably not, but I don't know what that was. But would I be interested in seeing potentially a Bray Wyatt versus AJ Styles? That seems a little bit more likely. That's where I would go with this particular program. In case you guys are not aware, have not been watching SmackDown, living under a rock, you don't have cable, you're poor. No, I'm just playing. Whatever the situation is, if you have not been watching SmackDown, you are missing out on one of the true gems in professional wrestling to come into the WWE in the past 10, 15 years. And I am talking about the phenomenal one, AJ Styles. I am going to go out on a limb right now. This date, 2017. What's the date? February 15th, 2017. The day before my older sister's, my only sister's birthday. AJ Styles is the most consistently amazing performer I have seen since Shawn Michaels. I said it. He is by far the most captivating person I have seen step in a WWE ring since, I don't know, man. I don't know. Like I said, maybe since, like, I have not paid attention to when one man has gotten in the ring like this since maybe like my first couple of weeks of seeing Neville in WWE, because when I first seen him, I was like, this man is unbelievable. But AJ's even above that, because Neville doesn't necessarily have bad matches to me, but he has matches where I'll look away. I'll check my phone, I'll check Twitter, I'll check Instagram, I'll be on Facebook. Like, Neville has great matches, but I know that I can get my looksies in, here and there. AJ Styles, on the other hand, when you're watching him, if you take your eyes off of that man, you're going to miss something. And I haven't seen that. I haven't had that. I haven't felt that from a superstar, like I said, since the Heartbreak Kid, Shawn Michaels. AJ Styles is the best in the world right now. He is the most consistently amazing performer on that brand. And I'm not too fond or happy of the rumors I've been hearing with AJ Styles going up against Shane McMahon at WrestleMania. WWE, are we serious? Like, is this really what we have for the A+ guy on our brand, for the number one guy on our brand, the best superstar in our company? We're going to put him in a match with Shane. And don't get me wrong, in WWE logic, if Shane is good enough for The Undertaker, then Shane is good enough for anybody. You know what I mean? So I get that. And I am expecting AJ Styles to somehow, some way go out there WrestleMania 33. If he is wrestling Shane McMahon, he's going to go out there and he's going to steal the show. That is an absolute fact. I'm not worried about it. I will put any type of money on it. I don't care. I know that AJ Styles is going to go out there and be phenomenal like he is. I just personally would not like to see him in, I don't even want to say a low profile feud, because normally when Shane tends to feud with somebody, it's not necessarily low pro, but I just want AJ to be in a match at Mania with higher stakes. There's also a rumor going around that John Cena and Nikki Bella are going to be facing The Miz and Maurice at WrestleMania. Due to that being Nikki Bella's retirement match, I am holding out hope that that's not the case, because that would open up Nikki to hopefully continue her feud with Natalya, which I've been liking, and that would allow John to potentially have that one final blow off match with AJ Styles. And if AJ Styles beats John Cena at WrestleMania, he will have encapsulated, finished, and put an exclamation point on one of the greatest first years in professional wrestling history. This man is absolutely amazing, and I would love somehow, some way to get to AJ Styles versus Bray Wyatt at WrestleMania. The little back and forth that I got at Elimination Chamber, just seeing that sold me enough on WrestleMania to make me want to see that. And honestly, who on SmackDown is a better guy to put Bray Wyatt in the ring with and make him look like $1,000,000 and then put him over? Who's better for that out of anybody on this planet right now, or anybody that WWE has in their immediate facilities? There is nobody that they have that will do that job better than AJ Styles. Now, how do we get to this match? Because now on SmackDown, we had the triple threat match for the title: Bray Wyatt, John Cena, AJ Styles. AJ Styles got his rematch. John Cena got his rematch. How do we get to WrestleMania with this fantasy booking scenario, you can call it? Like I said earlier, SmackDown is doing a battle royal, I'm assuming next week, to determine a new number one contender for the WWE title, even though in past years, it's only happened one time, but in the past, when the Royal Rumble winner has given up he's refused to fight at WrestleMania. The person that was in the Rumble last, the person he eliminated to win, gets the Royal Rumble victory berth and goes on to WrestleMania. Unfortunately, we know that the person Randy Orton eliminated to win the Royal Rumble was Roman Reigns. And I don't know about you guys. I don't personally mind Roman Reigns. I actually like him. And if you want me to be honest with you, you guys hating on him and piling on him, it's kind of making me like him more. That's just me. I know my opinion means absolutely nothing to nobody right now, but I mean, like at a certain point, it gets to a point where you just see a guy have the entire world hating him, and you just kind of start rooting for him. You just kind of like, you know what? Eventually, he's gonna get it together. And I mean, honestly, the WWE fans, the IWC, the YWC, the JWC, the QWC, the BBCWC. No, I'm just playing, bro. Just playing. Those guys, I don't even want to say that they don't like Roman. They don't like WWE's booking of Roman. They don't like WWE's scripting of Roman, and they don't like WWE's constant pushing of Roman. It's not him. It's them. I don't think that they're going to go back to that, though. I don't think they're going to put Roman in the Universal title match. I mean, they might if they're going for Roman versus Goldberg anyway, which I doubt. I think they're doing Lesnar versus Goldberg. Then we should be okay. Like I said, in this 6-man battle royal that SmackDown is going to do to determine the new number one contender, obviously we're going to have AJ. Obviously we're going to have Cena. Based off of who's been winning recently, I mean, do you throw Baron Corbin up in there? Do you want him taking another maybe potentially high-profile loss going into WrestleMania? Maybe not. I'm sure SmackDown will try to figure out some way around this, but it's too many guys on their roster right now that don't necessarily need wins, but high-profile losses aren't going to help them either. And like say, guys like Apollo Crews, who for some reason is just not even like in contention for anything. Like is he like it? I needed a pause break because I was stumbling over my words. I had nothing. I have nothing. Why is Apollo Crews nothing? Why is he nothing? That man could pretty much come out with blank tights, no music, and he would get the same effect because there is no redeeming quality about him. There is nothing about Apollo Crews that makes me care about him. Besides the fact that he should be a freaking Dentine Ice mascot or something, or a freaking Stride Gum commercial guy or something. Have you seen that guy's teeth? They like my window back there. Square and bright. I don't understand what WWE's problem is with him. I would put him in this just literally right now for the fact that he's a lower profile guy that can take a loss but still go in the ring and do some athletic shit, get his moves in. I would use him. So AJ, John, Apollo, maybe Dolph, maybe Dolph. Do you throw the Miz in there? You can. Like I said, Baron Corbin in because he's kind of in the feud with Dean Ambrose. They're building into something. Hopefully, like a Texas death match. Well, they're not gonna be in Texas. Just some type of stipulation match, some type of hardcore match. No holds barred, some type of street fight, something that's going to help Dean Ambrose solidify himself as a lunatic and also establish Baron Corbin as a dominant force to be reckoned with. When you put toys in his hands, it makes him that much more dangerous. So maybe you keep those two guys out. But basically, this tournament is going to come down to John Cena versus AJ Styles. which a lot of people might not want to see again. But these guys put on great matches, and if they're going to keep putting on great matches, do you not want to watch anymore? I'm just asking. If they're going to keep putting on great matches, you're not watching. So if the tournament is going to come down between these two, you can do one of two things. You can either A, have either guy go over clean on the other one. Well, three things. Two, you can have AJ cheat to beat Cena. Three, you can have Orton come out and RKO both of them. Because I feel like we're building to a point where Orton has already denounced his Royal Rumble winnership. He's already said he's not going to fight Bray. But we all know that we're building to a point where Randy Orton is just going to just start RKOing people left and right. It's coming. It's going to happen. So how do we get to that point? And if we are going to do that, why would Randy give up his number one contendership, his Royal Rumble berth to the main event at WrestleMania, knowing that he's giving it up and he's acting like, why would he do that on purpose? So there has to be some type of logical explanation for why he's doing that. If he's going to give up his chance to win the title, fighting Bray, we need to at least understand why or what he's getting from it. The only way that I could see this storyline working for me is if Randy does nothing all the way up until WrestleMania. Randy does nothing. I mean, he sticks to Bray Wyatt like a freaking child with his mother, a hungry child with his mother. That's how Randy should be on Bray these next 6 weeks. And I think, let's see. This is where the AJ Styles thing becomes interesting, because at WrestleMania, if you have Bray Wyatt versus AJ Styles, and Bray is just destroying AJ, but they're having a great match, and Randy hits that RKO out of nowhere and just leaves and gives AJ Styles the WWE Championship against Bray, not only will that help probably cement AJ as the top babyface in the company almost, that would give Bray and Randy some more heat to potentially go longer into the summer. Now, do you want the title off of Bray at WrestleMania? No. Would you? I feel like WWE would never do something like this. They would never do something like this. But fantasy booking wise, if I'm them, I'm doing exactly what I just said in terms of AJ versus Bray. I have Bray beating down AJ the entire match. And maybe he gets in that corner, he starts trying to do that that Sister Abigail thing, and he's leaning out the corner and all that crap. And he turns around and Randy just slides under the ring so beautifully, catches him right while he's turning, right into an RKO, And then AJ Styles, who is, like I said, been getting his ass beat, crawls over to Bray. Randy Orton walks to the back. This match is over. Randy has won the title for AJ. AJ crawling over to Bray. He puts that arm on him. 1, 2, Bray kicks out. The crowd is going crazy. The crowd is like, we thought this was over. You know what I'm saying? Because I feel personally, it's still going to take WWE a lot of time to get the fans to legitimately take Bray Wyatt seriously with all the losses he's had. It's still going to take them a couple of weeks, couple months, couple years maybe to get this guy legitimately, seriously feared by the crowd in terms of he's not on a Randy Orton, a John Cena, even an AJ Styles like level in terms of big matches yet. He won Elimination Chamber, which is good, but in terms of big matches, Bray does not have a winning record. He's not even 500 in big matches. He's not even 500, bruh. So that will pop the crowd a lot. Getting that RKO on Bray, AJ crawling over to him, getting the 2 count, Bray getting up, AJ going for his moves, maybe a spiral tap, maybe a 450, maybe a phenomenal forearm. We could do a phenomenal forearm into the Sister Abigail. I would like that spot to end WrestleMania. That would be pretty decent. Like I said, this video right here, guys, this is just my first video. This is just me just rambling going on. You guys get down get down at. Why do I always say get down at? That shit is irritating. Get down in the comment section and let me know what you think about this, guys. Like I said, this channel is fully interactive, man. You guys, there's no problems with me. You send what you want, say what you want, do what you want. It's America. With that being said, I'll holler at you guys a little bit later. Minnesota. On my soul. On myself. My mouse froze. Give me a second. My mouse froze. I'm still recording. Okay, you know what? I failed.